When was the last time you went to an ATM to withdraw cash for day-to-day transactions? Now you can pay for almost all transactions through UPI. All you have to do is just scan the QR code. You want to order food, you want to buy something online, pay bills like mobile recharge, rent, fine for traffic violations, electricity, internet, credit card bills, book tickets, buy insurance, mutual fund sahi hai, invest in stock market, no money, borrow loan. In a couple of years, I don't think they will allow you to step out of the house because payments have become so easy and simple. All you have to do is just scan the QR code. But your company doesn't pay your salary through UPI. Why? Why do they use net banking options? What is the difference between net banking options like NEFT, RTGS, IMPS compared to UPI? How many transactions happen in each payment method? Which bank dominates in each of these transactions? How far UPI has come till now? We will look into the details of all these. Let's get deep into the transactional world of banking system in this analysis. First, let's address UPI before we go to the net banking. I think after invention of number 0 by Aryabhatta, UPI will be the biggest history in the financial world. It is in fact revolutionary in the digital payments infrastructure because it has made our life so easy, simple and fast.
छोटे-छोटे payments instantly करने के लिए
UPI लाइट चलेगा?
We must credit 4 people for the success of UPI. First is the Modi government for building this whole infrastructure. Second is Manmohan Singh government for building the concept. Third is Ambani for building internet facilities at cheaper rates for the masses. And lastly, Paytm for all the efforts they put in popularizing the QR code concept, especially making people believe in the QR format of transactions. They actually built the trust among people, merchant by merchant. Let's look at the growth of UPI. 2016 was the pilot launch of UPI. RBI was testing out all the real-time difficulties of this whole customer journey. At this stage, people were actually very scared of using UPI. I'll give you one example. When my colleague and I were working on the concept of nearby.com, he was a technology geek who actually built the whole nearby app process from starting till the end of customer journey. He was not just passionate about technology, but also an early user of these new features. He was already using the pilot run of Paytm wallet app, where I was still scared of using my credit card. He kept educating me about how the new technology works in fund transfer. I had to use it because the whole concept of nearby.com was about mobile transactions at that point of time. So what I'm trying to say is these are the type of people who used UPI a lot in the first year. Not much data available in 2016, so I picked the data from 2017. If you see this graph, in 2017 there were less than 500 million transactions. The real volume of transactions picked up after 2020. This is largely because of the lockdowns and contactless payments era. Now let's look at the first net banking feature, NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer. NEFT is one of the most popular and trusted methods of online fund transfer. I will tell you why people believe this as one of the safest and secure ways to do fund transfer. It is because of the steps involved at the back end. Let's say you want to send money from your account to somebody else's account. As a first step, you add the beneficiary account by filling details like account number, IFSC code, branch, etc. This needs to be approved by the bank. Once it is approved, you can initiate the payment. This is the first step, initiating fund transfer. Once you initiate the fund transfer, it will not directly go to the receiver. The service center sends the message to NEFT clearing center. This is the center basically governed by the RBI. The clearing center distinguishes these transfers based on the banks and they create accounting entries before sending it to the receiver. This is called the UTR number, Unique Transaction Reference Numbers. In the last step, the receiver bank sends to the account and sends an SMS for notification. This entire process happens in batches and that is why it takes a couple of hours for clearances through NEFT. It sounds a bit tedious in the background, but it is what makes the banking system a bit more secure. When we talk about limitations, there are no limit of minimum or maximum, but all you need to do is wait for a couple of hours for clearance. You cannot do it immediately in this method. Now, which bank dominates NEFT? Both as a beneficiary or a sender, HDFC Bank dominates this category because the corporates use this method a lot and is a trusted bank. Next option, let's look at RTGS, which is real-time fund transfer. The banks call it instant fund transfer from one account to another. RTGS is used by the corporates because of two reasons. One, there is a minimum transaction limit of 2 lakhs. You need to send more than 2 lakhs to use this option. The second reason is you can do bulk transfer in one go and there are no batch process like NEFT. That is why they call it gross settlements. Even in RTGS, if you look at the bank transfer data, from the bank account or to the bank accounts, HDFC Bank dominates this space. However, there is one bank which is on the rise in a couple of years. आप जानते हैं इसका बैंक कौन है?
आप जानते हैं मेरा बैंक कौन है?
आप जानते हैं मेरा बैंक कौन है?
आप जानते हो मेरा बैंक कौन है?
If we compare RTGS with UPI, the transaction value of UPI is nowhere close because UPI is used for smaller transactions. And also there is a limit of 1 lakh. Volume-wise, UPI beats all the fund transfer methods because even for a small amount like 5 rupees, people use UPI. This is where SBI beats other banks in the data. SBI accounts are used both in volume and the amount of money used in UPI transactions. We can call SBI the market leader in UPI transactions. They're also rising as a money-making machine in the past couple of years. Let me know if you want a separate case study on the rise of SBI. Now we looked at NEFT, which takes a couple of hours for the settlement. Then RTGS, which is real time, but you need minimum of 2 lakhs for transfer. What if you want to do real time, but less than 2 lakhs? This is where we have another net banking option called IMPS. What is IMPS? IMPS is nothing but of immediate payment service. You can do IMPS transfers only through online, whereas in NEFT or RTGS, you can go to the bank branch for the help. That is why it is called as immediate transfers. There is no minimum limit in IMPS. You can send the money immediately, but there is a maximum limit of 2 lakhs. More than 2 lakhs, you need to use RTGS. Also, banks charge a transaction fee for this with GST. Yes, GST is everywhere. Largely, retail customers use IMPS for smaller value of transactions. So in summary, if you go by the order of these transactions, if you want the safest method, but you're okay to wait for a couple of hours or a day, no limit for money transfers. If you want to send it quick and the amount is more than 2 lakhs, then RTGS. If you want to send quick, but the money is less than 2 lakhs, then IMPS. If it is a very small amount, less than 1 lakh and send it quick, then transfer through UPI. So basically, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. What are your thoughts on UPI or net banking? Share in the comment section below and I will see you in the next video.